at Fountain Valley Fit Body Bootcamp, and we're going to go over some basic exercises that you should be doing every day. All right, some full body exercises, and you should be incorporating them into your workout. And we're going to start off with squats. All right, this is an exercise that you do every day, whether you're sitting on the chair, whether you go to the bathroom and you're sitting on the toilet, you're squatting down. All right, so you can't say you don't know how to do it. You do it every day. All right, so we're going to start off with that exercise. Feet about shoulder width apart with your toes pointed forward. So let me get into the side view, and you just want to push your hips back, sit back on that, pretend you have an imaginary chair, you're sitting down, and then stand up tall, you're driving through the heels, all right? So sit back, stand up tall, all right? And every time you sit back, make sure you count that back straight, keeping your head up, putting your weight on the back of your heels, all right? So that way you're not putting any weight on your, you don't want to shift the weight to the knees. You want to keep it in the back, all right? So you can work in all back there, your legs and your behind, all right? Moving on to our reverse lunges. Stand in the side view, big step back, drop that back knee straight down, slightly off the ground, bring it back in, all right? So basically like you're taking a big step backwards, knee down, bring it back in, like you're walking it out, all right? But make sure you're taking a big enough step so that back knee stays straight. You don't want to shift your knee forward, because again, we're trying to keep the pressure off the knees. We're trying to keep the weight on the back of our legs, driving through the heels, so that way, again, working our legs and our behind and not putting pressure on the knees. Now we're going to take it down to push-ups. All right, so getting down on our hands, hips down, engage your core, squeeze it nice and tight, all right? And then we want to just bend the elbows, lower your body down to the ground, and push it up. All right, so what not to do, don't have your behind in the air like this. Try not to have it drooping down so you don't feel it in your lower back. Want to keep everything nice and straight. And again, keep your squeeze your core, keep your abs engaged nice and tight. Bend the elbows, push it up off the ground. Modified version, if it's kind of hard to do, drop it down to the knees. Again, keep your hips down, lower your body down to the ground, pushing it up off the ground. All right, so that's what you can start with until you're able to do it off the knees. And if it's hard to go all the way down to the ground, then go as low as you can, bring it back up, but eventually try to go as low as you can, bringing it all the way down to the ground. With that one, just make sure you're doing the level that's challenging for you, all right? Don't make it too easy. Make sure you're challenging yourself every time. Now we're going to turn it over to our sit-ups. All right, so we're just going to keep it very simple, just a very basic sit-up. So we'll do it prisoner style with our fingertips behind our ears here, and then we're just going to sit all the way up. All right, so now we're going to do our sit-ups butterfly style. So we're going to put our feet together, and then we're going to keep our arms prisoner style, all right? So fingertips behind the ears, we're going to keep those elbows out. We're going to sit up, crunch at the top, all right? Lower back down. Explode up as much as you can. If it's hard to go all the way up with your sit-up, then just crunch it, all right? So you don't feel like you have to go all the way up, but of course if we can, and then again, our legs are butterfly style, so that is no help from our legs as we get that sit-up or crunch it, okay? Either way, squeezing those abs, engaging the core nice and tight, and then we're gonna turn over and knock out our plank push-ups to finish it off, all right? So plank push-ups, we're basically transitioning up and down from the hands to the forearms and keeping our knees off the ground as much as we can, unless you have to do the modified version where you drop it down to the knees, all right? So on the hands, you want to, again, engage your core, keeping those hips low, drop it down one arm at a time, bring it back up to the hands. That's one, all right? So down, back up. Two, but if it's hard to do, drop it down to the knees, and knock them out, all right? But as much as you can, try to stay off the knees and try to only go down to the knees, modified version if you have to, all right? Again, we want to make it challenging. We want to feel it, but of course, if you need to add the modification, it's there as a backup, okay? So let's get these exercises in, and again, I'm Coach Sam here at Fountain Valley Fit Body Bootcamp, signing off. Let's get it.
Let's go!